The Abuse of Black Male Slaves by White Women. Picture this, a time when the sun-dappled fields held a malevolent secret, where black male slaves were subjected to unspeakable horrors at the hands of seemingly genteel white women. The spotlight falls upon a name that echoes with infamy, Marie Lalaurie, a name that at first glance evokes visions of elegance and refinement, but oh, the darkness that lay beneath that polished facade. Like a venomous flower, her sadistic tendencies blossomed in the shadows, taking root in the depths of her soul. A fiend in the disguise of a socialite, Marie Lalaurie reveled in the agony of her black male slaves, inflicting torment and death upon them with a gleeful cruelty that defies comprehension. From the depths of her depravity, she wove a tapestry of horror that stretched beyond the boundaries of sanity, leaving us stunned by the twisted lengths to which she would go. We pull back the shroud of time to reveal a clandestine dance, a forbidden waltz that unfolded between white women and black male slaves. A dance of passion, a tango of taboo love, a macabre symphony of desire that left the world reeling in its wake. Picture this. A moonlit tryst, where the threads of attraction wove an intricate web, a tapestry of love that dared to defy societal norms. Yet, prepare yourselves, for the aftermath of these entangled affairs is a cacophony of shock and horror that will reverberate through your very being. Oh, the web of deceit, the treacherous path these women tread, where love and taboo intertwine like serpents in a mesmerizing dance. The choices, oh, the choices they made, choices that would rend the fabric of their lives asunder, leaving them gasping for breath in the cold, unforgiving embrace of consequence. The pages of history unfurl, revealing a tableau of betrayal, a gallery of unimaginable decisions that will leave you speechless, your thoughts spinning like a dervish caught in a storm. Brace yourselves, intrepid explorers of history's darkest corners, for the abyss beckons, and only the bravest souls will dare to peer into its chilling depths. Now, let us set the stage, a tapestry woven with the threads of time, and cast our gaze upon the life of Marie Delphine McCarty, a scion of privilege, born into a world of opulence and grandeur. Her life appeared as a splendid jewel, sparkling in the sun's embrace. Picture it, the sprawling estate, acres upon acres of majesty nestled between Bartholomew and Independence, where wealth flowed like a river and privilege bloomed like roses in spring. A life seemingly untouched by the shadows that would later cast their pall over her name. In the annals of history, the era of slavery stands as a haunting spectre, a chapter stained with the ink of suffering and oppression. A time when the very fabric of society was woven with the threads of human bondage, where wealthy families held the chains of power and enslaved individuals were but commodities in a sordid market. Yet, behind closed doors, amidst the grandeur of the southern estates, the lives of those enslaved were woven with threads of horror and despair. Let us venture now into the heart of darkness, where a mansion stands as a silent witness to the unspeakable horrors that unfolded within its walls. The tale of Madame Delphine Lalaurie, a woman whose reputation shone like a beacon of respectability, but whose true nature was a chilling abyss of sadism and cruelty. In the year 1834, a fire ignited in her New Orleans mansion, an inferno that would lay bare the ghastly secrets concealed within. Imagine the shock that gripped the neighbors as they rushed to aid, only to be met with a scene straight from the bowels of hell itself. Enslaved souls, mutilated and broken, their agony etched into every tortured fiber of their being. Eyes gouged, skin flayed, and mouths filled with the putrid stench of degradation. The mansion had become a chamber of horrors, a tableau of agony that would haunt the community for generations. As the flames licked at the walls, revealing the grotesque tableau within, the whispers began. Tales spun from the shadows, whispers of an attic steeped in darkness, where the macabre danced in a grim waltz. The very air seemed to shiver with the weight of the stories, each one painting a portrait of horror more chilling than the last. Can you picture it? The attic, a crypt of suffering, its walls bearing witness to over 100 victims, their souls forever bound to the anguish of Madame Delphine Lalaury's malevolence. Before we journey further, let us paint a portrait of Madame Delphine Lalaury, a woman whose life was a tapestry woven with threads of contradiction. An enigma wrapped in finery, she navigated the waters of society with grace and charm, a respected member of her community. A mother, a wife, her image projected an aura of normalcy that concealed the abyss lurking beneath. Born into privilege, her social standing was a gilded cage, a cage that held both her and those unfortunate souls ensnared by her sadistic whims. And now, my intrepid travellers, let us shift our gaze to a mansion, a haunted monument to the unspeakable horrors of history. The Lalaury mansion stands as a sentinel, a grim reminder of the darkness that can fester within even the most genteel facades. Its walls hold secrets, secrets that claw at the edges of our imagination, demanding to be known. It was within these walls that Madame Delphine Lalaury, a woman of refinement and stature, transformed into a malevolent spectre, a harbinger of agony. Ah, but the tale takes a turn, for now we find ourselves in the midst of a different story altogether, a story of desire and forbidden love, a narrative that dances on the precipice of societal norms. In the heart of an era marked by oppression and racial hierarchies, where the very concept of love could be a battleground, a clandestine affair bloomed. It was a time when connections were forged on an emotional plane, where the fires of attraction defied the boundaries imposed by a prejudiced world. Ah, but what of these connections, you ask? What stirred the cauldron of attraction, giving birth to relationships that dared to defy the very fabric of society? The answers, my friends, are as complex as they are intriguing. Picture it, an emotional bond, a connection that transcended the shackles of race and circumstance. Perhaps it was the intimacy, the proximity that kindled the flame, as black male slaves and white women found themselves in close quarters, their lives intertwined by the demands of a plantation's rhythm. And let us not forget the allure of forbidden desire, the intoxicating dance of passion that often defies reason. In the shadows, where societal norms are but a distant echo, the heart beats to its own rhythm, and the allure of the forbidden becomes an irresistible siren's call. But wait, for the tale takes a darker twist. As the flames of passion flickered, they ignited a series of choices that would forever alter the course of lives. Concealment became an art, a delicate ballet of secrecy and subterfuge. Imagine it, the hushed whispers, the furtive glances, as those involved treaded the treacherous path of forbidden love. And then the aftermath, a tableau of tragedy where lives were shattered like fragile glass. Pregnancies concealed, each one a ticking time bomb of scandal and shame. Desperation, born from a world that turned a blind eye to such unions, led to unthinkable decisions. Infanticide, abandonment, secret adoptions, each choice a reflection of the depths to which love could drive a person. And so, we lay before you a tapestry woven with threads of history, a narrative that dances between horror and desire, cruelty and passion. We invite you to share your thoughts, your perspective, as we explore the shadowed corners of the past. Let your voices be heard in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.